Improve eyesight instantly by just eating 1 spoon of this powerful food. Did you know that right now, as you are engrossed in this very moment, millions of light-sensitive cells nestled within the intricate tapestry of your eyes are engaged in a relentless, quiet cycle of breakdown? This cellular degradation, a constant process even as we perceive the world around us, is a reality that few truly grasp. Hello, I am Barbara O'Neill, and today I want to share insights that might fundamentally alter your understanding of vision health. Insights that surprisingly, most seniors seldom hear from their trusted medical professionals. Pioneering researchers at the prestigious Johns Hopkins University have unveiled a truly startling discovery. Once we cross the age of 60, the vast majority of individuals experience a precipitous decline, losing nearly 30% of their vital macular pigment density with each passing decade. This delicate, thin golden layer, a natural marvel residing deep within your retina, functions as your eye's inherent sunglasses, a sophisticated shield meticulously engineered to protect your precious vision from the incessant onslaught of light damage, thereby diligently working to maintain your sight crisp, focused, and vibrant. Yet, here lies the profound twist, a critical piece of information that remains largely unspoken in mainstream discussions. It is not merely the inexorable march of time that systematically steals your vision. More significantly, it is the intricate biochemical cascade that unfolds within your body each evening, particularly in the critical hours leading up to deep slumber, that holds the key to preserving and even restoring your ocular health. Modern scientific studies are increasingly revealing that your eyes are exquisitely designed to undertake a comprehensive repair and rejuvenation process, specifically at night. It is during the precious phases of deep sleep that a remarkable transformation occurs. Blood flow to your retina dramatically increases. A surge of vital nutrients and potent antioxidants floods the ocular tissues, and the body initiates the complex, meticulous task of rebuilding and regenerating the very cells that are indispensable for maintaining clear, unobstructed eyesight. However, if your evening regimen, whether it's your last meal, a late-night snack, or even that comforting cup of herbal tea, fails to supply the precise, essential nutrients required for this nightly cellular overhaul, then this crucial repair process is tragically hindered, or in many cases, simply never fully materializes. Consequently, instead of undergoing restorative healing, your eyes continue their silent, relentless breakdown, day after exhausting day, year after progressive year. This critical nutritional deficiency is precisely why countless individuals awaken with eyes that feel gritty, uncomfortably dry, or disturbingly cloudy, often mistakenly attributing these symptoms to the inevitable effects of aging. But I assure you, it is not merely aging. It is a critical missing signal, a profound lack of the specific nourishment your body desperately requires to thoroughly restore those vital cells while you are lost in the depths of sleep. And here is the revelation that might indeed shock you most profoundly. Dedicated scientists have now meticulously identified a select handful of remarkably simple, readily available foods, the very kind you can effortlessly procure from almost any kitchen or local market, that possess the extraordinary capacity to reactivate your eye's inherent natural repair system working its quiet magic overnight. We're talking about real, wholesome food here. No need for expensive pills, cumbersome drops, or invasive surgical procedures. This is purely nature, performing its ancient, immutable function, healing and restoring discreetly while you rest. Therefore, I urge you to remain with me, because in this comprehensive exploration, I am going to unveil 8 exceptionally powerful bedtime foods that are scientifically proven to help your eyes meticulously rebuild and rejuvenate themselves while you sleep, all naturally, safely, and without necessitating a fortune in expenditures. By the conclusion of this discussion, you will grasp just how something as profoundly simple yet often overlooked as what you choose to consume before retiring for the night could be the pivotal key to waking up with vision that is strikingly clearer, undeniably stronger, and more vibrant. The very kind of vision you might have sorrowfully believed was lost to you forever. The profound truth is that most seniors remain utterly unaware that their eyes possess an innate, powerful desire to heal and repair themselves every single night. It is specifically during the profound stages of deep, restorative sleep that circulation to the eyes experiences a significant surge, increasing by nearly 40%. This enhanced blood flow acts as a potent cleansing mechanism, efficiently flushing away accumulated toxins and actively repairing delicate tissue structures within the retina. However, this intricate and vital process is utterly dependent on the presence of the correct nutrients. It simply cannot function optimally if your cells lack the precise raw materials waiting in your bloodstream before you even drift off to sleep. This fundamental deficiency is precisely why, even with the consistent use of expensive eye drops and expertly prescribed corrective glasses, vision often continues its slow, disheartening fade because the body is critically missing the foundational raw materials it so desperately needs to rebuild and maintain its ocular integrity. To truly understand this, consider an illuminating analogy. Your eyes are akin to a meticulously tended garden. Every night, as you surrender to sleep, your body transforms into the diligent gardener, carefully trimming, restoring, and watering the delicate flora of your vision. But if the soil of this garden is parched, depleted, and utterly devoid of essential nutrients, then no amount of external watering, however consistent or abundant, will ever coax anything to truly flourish and grow. The remarkable foods I am about to share with you serve to replenish that vital soil, restoring the very nutrients your eyes have been silently, persistently begging for. And as a special culmination to this profound discussion, I will reveal the one exceptional nighttime food that esteemed scientists at Harvard University have unequivocally hailed as the single most powerful eye repair nutrient ever discovered, a nutrient astonishingly proven to reduce vision loss by over 50% across a span of 10 years. So, it is imperative that you stay with me until the very end, because that final food promises to fundamentally alter everything you thought you knew about vision restoration. But first, before we delve deeper, I would genuinely love to hear from you. Please take a moment to tell me in the comments below what specific ocular discomfort or concern has been troubling your eyes the most. I make it a point to meticulously read every single comment, and I frequently share tailored tips and insights because fundamentally, true healing commences with profound awareness. Our journey into natural vision restoration begins with the humble sweet potato, aptly dubbed the nighttime vision restorer. This unassuming root vegetable, often walked past in bustling markets without a second glance, does not possess the flamboyant allure of trendy superfoods. It simply resides there, quietly draped in its dusty orange skin, patiently awaiting its turn to contribute profoundly to your healing. As I have always maintained, the most potent medicines frequently do not arrive in sterile bottles or complex prescriptions. They often come exquisitely disguised as everyday meals, and the sweet potato stands as one of nature's most exquisite examples of this truth. Nestled within that deceptively simple root lies one of the planet's richest natural repositories of beta-carotene, that vibrant orange pigment your body ingeniously converts into the indispensable vitamin A. Vitamin A, in turn, is the crucial precursor that your retina utilizes to meticulously rebuild a specialized light-sensitive protein known as rhodopsin. Rhodopsin, in its wondrous capacity, is precisely what empowers your eyes to perceive in dim light conditions. when you transition from a brightly lit environment into a darkened room and your eyes gradually adapt, that seamless adjustment is the miraculous work of rhodopsin diligently operating behind the scenes. Here's a fascinating insight that eludes many. This remarkable nocturnal repair and regeneration of rhodopsin does not transpire during the waking hours of the day. It occurs exclusively and most efficiently while you are deeply asleep. Approximately 2 hours after you have consumed your evening meal, your liver commences the steady release of beta-carotene into your bloodstream. This vital compound then silently navigates its way to the eyes, where minuscule cells within the retina eagerly absorb it to restore and replenish rhodopsin. This means, quite literally, that your body is actively nourishing and feeding your eyes while you peacefully rest. A significant study conducted at the University of Wisconsin revealed that seniors who regularly incorporated sweet potatoes into their diet, enjoying them just 4 times a week, experienced a notable improvement in their night vision, enhancing it by nearly 30% within a mere 6 months. Furthermore, many participants observed clearer contrast perception and a significant reduction in the bothersome starburst effect around headlights when driving in the dark. It is critically important to note that the method of preparation dramatically influences the bioavailability of these nutrients. For optimal benefit, steam or bake your sweet potatoes at approximately 375 degrees Celsius for about 40 minutes. It is crucial to never microwave them, as microwaving can devastate up to 60% of their precious beta-carotene content. Additionally, please resist the urge to peel them. The skin harbors the majority of their powerful antioxidants, which are the very compounds responsible for calming inflammation within your eyes. Once cooked to a tender, soft consistency, enhance their nutritional efficacy by adding a teaspoon of coconut oil or high-quality grass-fed butter. Beta-carotene is a fat-soluble vitamin, meaning it absolutely requires the presence of healthy fats for proper absorption. Studies unequivocally demonstrate that absorption can soar by over 400% when consumed with fat. Aim to eat 1 medium sweet potato approximately 90 minutes before bedtime. This precise timing allows your liver ample opportunity to send that profound nourishment directly to your eyes as you gracefully drift off to sleep. Consider it as gently tucking your vision in for the night. A warm, comforting, golden meal that signals your eyes to rest, recover, and diligently rebuild. Once we have effectively supplied the retina with its nightly replenishment of sweet potato and beta-carotene, the subsequent vital step in this holistic vision restoration protocol is to meticulously protect the lens, that pristine, clear window within your eye that so perfectly focuses the world for your perception. This brings us to wild-caught salmon, one of nature's quiet miracles specifically tailored for aging eyes, a food so deceptively simple yet profoundly restorative that I often lovingly refer to it as the ocean's invaluable gift of sight. While most people rightly recognize salmon as an exemplary, heart-healthy dietary choice, far fewer fully comprehend its unparalleled, vital importance for optimal eye health. Your retina, that incredibly delicate and complex layer situated at the very back of your eye, where light is miraculously transformed into vision, is composed of almost 60% DHA, docosahexaenoic acid, a highly specialized type of omega-3 fatty acid that wild-caught salmon provides in abundant bioavailable quantities. DHA functions akin to the soft, exquisitely flexible padding that envelops your delicate photoreceptor cells, diligently maintaining their resilience, responsiveness, and their innate ability to clearly capture light. As we age, these crucial cells regrettably begin to dry out and stiffen, much like an old photographic film that has lost its original clarity. The cell membranes thin, the intricate neural signals slow, and the vibrant edges of the world gradually start to blur and lose their definition. However, when you consciously incorporate salmon into your diet, especially before bed, you are providing your body with the foundational raw materials it so desperately requires to comprehensively repair those precious light-catching cells while you sleep. In one truly remarkable and illuminating study, adults over the age of 60 who regularly consumed wild salmon just twice a week exhibited an astonishing 68% lower risk of developing advanced macular degeneration, which, tragically, stands as the #1 leading cause of vision loss in older adults. Their eyes were not merely passively protected, they were actively and quietly undergoing a profound process of healing from the inside out. And the secret to salmon's exceptional ocular benefits lies in a subtle detail often overlooked: its mesmerizing color. That exquisite coral pink hue characteristic of wild salmon originates from astaxanthin, a rare and exceptionally potent antioxidant primarily found in microalgae and meticulously carried up the marine food chain. Astaxanthin is unequivocally one of the most powerful natural protectors of your retina ever discovered. It vigorously shields your eyes from the insidious damage of oxidative stress and the pervasive blue light emitted by the screens of phones, tablets, and computers that increasingly saturate our homes, particularly during the evening hours. Envision astaxanthin as an internal pair of sunglasses, one that your body effectively wears from the inside out. It doesn't merely block light, it intelligently filters it, effectively preventing high-energy light rays from gradually eroding the fragile tissues within your macula, the crucial central region of your eye responsible for sharp, detailed central vision. Nevertheless, here is a critical distinction that must be understood. Not all salmon varieties are created equal. Farmed salmon, frequently labeled as Atlantic salmon, contains only a mere fraction of the rich nutrients found in its wild counterparts. They are notably deficient in much of that natural pigment, and their omega-3 fatty acid levels can be as much as 40% lower. Wild-caught Alaskan salmon, conversely, is profoundly rich, vibrantly colored, and teeming with the very compounds your eyes necessitate to remain strong and healthy. When preparing salmon for consumption, treat it with gentle care. Bake it at 325 degrees for approximately 12 to 15 minutes, just until it flakes effortlessly with a fork. Here is a deceptively simple yet highly effective recipe I frequently share in my workshops. 4 ounces of wild-caught salmon, gently baked with a light drizzle of high-quality olive oil, a refreshing squeeze of fresh lemon, and a subtle dusting of turmeric and black pepper. This golden duo, turmeric and pepper, does far more than merely enhance flavor. The curcumin present in turmeric and the piperine in black pepper synergistically amplify each other's anti-inflammatory effects, significantly boosting the body's ability to combat inflammation and ensuring those crucial omega-3s reach the very tissues where they are most critically needed. Consume your salmon approximately 2 hours before bedtime, ideally accompanied by a modest side of brown rice. The complex, steady carbohydrates in brown rice help maintain stable blood sugar levels throughout the night, and when your blood sugar is calm and regulated, so too are your eyes. Sharp fluctuations and sudden crashes in blood sugar can inflame the tiny capillaries situated behind your retina. Thus, consistently stable blood sugar ensures that your vision rests peacefully and regenerates effectively. When you diligently integrate this practice into your routine, even if only twice a week, a subtle yet profound shift will begin to manifest. You might notice your eyes feeling distinctly less dry and irritated in the morning, or perhaps that the harsh glare from oncoming headlights no longer stings quite as intensely. Reading tasks feel notably easier, and the crisp edges of the world gradually return to sharp focus. This is not some mystical magic, it is genuine repair. It is your body rediscovering its inherent capacity for self-maintenance once you furnish it with the precise tools to do so. The next time you sit down to enjoy your dinner, consider salmon not merely as sustenance for your plate, but as profound nourishment for your sight, a quiet, potent medicine from the bountiful sea, gently re-educating your eyes on how to perceive the world with pristine clarity once again. From the depths of the ocean, we ascend to the majestic mountains for our next vision-enhancing gem. It's late evening, the lights have been gently dimmed, signaling the day's gentle winding down. Your Your body is meticulously preparing for a period of profound rest, yet deep within your eyes, at this very moment, thousands upon thousands of minuscule light-sensing cells are tirelessly working, cleaning, and repairing themselves from the accumulated strain and relentless exposure of the entire day. Now, envision if you possess the ability to bestow upon these diligent cells a minuscule yet powerful helper, something so compact it could comfortably fit in the palm of your hand, yet potent enough to fundamentally rebuild your eye's inherent natural shield. Such a helper remarkably exists, and it has been revered and trusted for over 2,000 years. This brings us to goji berries, affectionately known as the macula's midnight shield. We now transition to one of my absolute personal favorites, the extraordinary goji berries. They may appear diminutive in size, but please do not permit their small stature to deceive you. These exquisite little red jewels originating from the mystical Himalayas have been silently and effectively protecting human eyesight for millennia. In the revered annals of ancient Chinese medicine, they were bestowed with sacred status, regarded as a divine gift directly from the mountains themselves. Monks, during their arduous preparations for long nights of profound meditation, would meticulously brew them into a tea, holding a steadfast belief that these berries aided them in perceiving light with enhanced clarity, both inwardly and outwardly. And today, contemporary science has finally converged with and validated that ancient, time-honored wisdom. Goji berries hold the singularly highest concentration of zeaxanthin of any food found on Earth. Zeaxanthin is an exceptionally powerful carotenoid, a natural pigment that your body is inherently incapable of producing on its own. It plays an absolutely crucial and indispensable role in maintaining your central vision impeccably crisp and thoroughly protected. You see, zeaxanthin travels directly to the macula, that tiny yet vitally important golden epicenter of your retina that enables you to effortlessly read, accurately recognize faces, and discern intricate details. Once situated there, it forms a robust protective layer, almost akin to a natural internal pair of sunglasses meticulously built into your very eyes. It diligently shields your delicate photoreceptor cells from the detrimental effects of blue light and the relentless assault of oxidative stress, the very forces that inexorably contribute to the gradual blurring and fading of vision that so many seniors experience over time. A groundbreaking study conducted by the Beijing Institute of Ophthalmology meticulously followed a cohort of seniors who consistently consumed a small handful of goji berries every day for a period of 90 days. The results were profoundly encouraging. Their macular pigment density, the very quantifiable measure of how effectively their retina was protected, increased by an impressive 26%. Even more astonishingly, their overall vision improved by an average of 2 full lines on the standard eye chart. But here's the truly fascinating dimension of this research. Those participants who consumed their goji berries in the evening rather than in the morning demonstrated results that were nearly 40% superior. Why this striking difference? Because nighttime is precisely when your eyes engage in their most active and intensive repair work. During the periods of deep, rejuvenating sleep, blood flow to the retina experiences a significant increase, surging by up to 40%, thereby efficiently transporting these vital nutrients precisely to where they are most urgently needed. To maximize the profound benefits, consume 1 ounce, which is roughly equivalent to a small handful, approximately 90 minutes before bedtime. If the berries present as too chewy for your preference, consider soaking them in warm water for 10 minutes or incorporating them into a small bowl of plain yogurt. The gentle warmth aids in softening their skin and, crucially, facilitates the release of zeaxanthin, potentially doubling its absorption rate. However, here's a crucial caveat. Avoid pairing goji berries with coffee or green tea. Tannins present in these beverages can severely impede, blocking up to 70% of zeaxanthin absorption. Allow your evening berries to command the full spotlight for their beneficial effects. If you are currently taking blood thinners or diabetes medication, it is prudent to start gently. Half a serving is generally sufficient until you can accurately assess how your body responds. For an even greater synergistic benefit, consider pairing your goji berries with a tablespoon of raw almonds. Almonds are replete with vitamin E, a potent antioxidant that works hand in hand with zeaxanthin. While goji berries diligently protect the macula, vitamin E simultaneously strengthens the delicate cell membranes of your retina, powerfully guarding them against the cumulative oxidative stress that accrues overnight. Together, they establish a harmonious partnership, one profoundly nourishes while the other vigorously protects. Many cherished friends from my workshops have enthusiastically embraced this as their nightly ritual, a small bowl of softened goji berries accompanied by a few almonds, perhaps alongside their evening tea. Within a matter of weeks, they frequently report a noticeable reduction in morning eye dryness, a significant decrease in the blurring effect of streetlights at night, and the newfound ability to read before bed without the previously experienced strain. It is a quiet, profoundly beautiful act of self-care, providing your body with precisely what it requires to repair and renew while you rest. These humble berries do not merely nourish your eyes, they fundamentally re-educate your body on how to protect its own intrinsic light once again. Leaving the berries, we return to a pantry staple, one often misunderstood and unfairly judged for decades: the humble egg yolk. Somewhere along the winding path of nutritional advice, this golden treasure was unjustly stigmatized as unhealthy, unfairly blamed for elevated cholesterol levels, and progressively marginalized in favor of low-fat fads and sterile breakfast bars. However, the unequivocal truth, now thoroughly corroborated by years of meticulous scientific research, is that organic egg yolks stand among the most profoundly nourishing foods you can offer your body, and particularly your eyes. Encased within each vibrant yolk is a perfect, naturally balanced symphony of nature's own vision protectors, lutein and zeaxanthin. These two brilliant yellow carotenoids are the very pigments that impart the yolk its characteristic golden hue, and they are, crucially, the identical pigments that bestow upon your macula its inherent strength and resilience. The macula, that minuscule but indispensable segment of your retina, operates as the sophisticated control center for your sight. Yet over time, that vital macula can unfortunately thin. The protective pigment that shields it gradually begins to fade, rendering your eyes increasingly vulnerable to glare, debilitating fatigue, and the insidious creeping blur of age-related visual decline. What the egg yolk achieves so beautifully and naturally is the meticulous rebuilding of that pigment layer from the inside out. When you consciously consume organic egg yolks before bed, the lutein and zeaxanthin are seamlessly transported through your bloodstream while you sleep, gracefully traversing the blood-retinal barrier and settling precisely into your macula, functioning like minuscule, dedicated repair workers, diligently patching up the very foundation of your vision. These compounds are inherently fat-soluble, which critically implies that they necessitate the natural fats present within the yolk itself to be properly absorbed and utilized by the body. This is precisely why isolated supplements often fail to achieve the same efficacy. They attempt to segregate what nature masterfully designed to operate in synergistic concert. A powerful study conducted at Tufts University meticulously tracked a group of seniors who incorporated just 2 organic egg yolks into their daily routine. After a mere 12 weeks, their macular pigment density exhibited a remarkable increase of 38%. This represents a measurable, tangible strengthening of the retina itself. Furthermore, they reported an impressive 42% improvement in contrast sensitivity, signifying that they could discern shapes, colors, and shadows with enhanced clarity, even in dimly lit conditions. But the benefits extended beyond these objective measures. Many participants enthusiastically reported that the intense glare from oncoming headlights no longer bothered them as significantly at night, and the world quite simply appeared brighter and more vibrant. Their vision didn't merely sharpen, it also softened, accompanied by a noticeable reduction in strain, less habitual squinting, and an overall greater sense of ocular comfort. The secret to this lies in the yolk's natural fats and phospholipids, which function as efficient carriers. They facilitate the passage of lutein and zeaxanthin across the intricate barriers that safeguard the eye, delivering these crucial nutrients precisely to where they are most urgently needed. And here is a frequently overlooked fact. Your body absorbs lutein and zeaxanthin from eggs up to 5 times more efficiently than from vegetables. Nature, in its infinite wisdom, has already perfected the intricate chemistry for you. So, here's how to integrate this effectively into your routine. Always opt for organic, pasture-raised eggs whenever feasible. Chickens that are allowed to freely roam on grass and forage for greens produce yolks that are not only deeper in color, but also far richer in essential nutrients. You can visually confirm this distinction yourself. The yolk literally resembles a small, vibrant sun in the pan. Cook them gently. High heat is detrimental to these delicate carotenoids, so eschew hard boiling or vigorous frying. Instead, prepare a soft scramble over very low heat for no more than 3 minutes. Add a teaspoon of high-quality butter to further protect the nutrients and aid in their full absorption by your body. Season lightly with a pinch of Himalayan salt and a fresh crack of black pepper, and savor 2 yolks approximately an hour before bedtime. It is such a small, seemingly insignificant act, yet one that yields such profoundly powerful results. While you rest, your body diligently utilizes those nutrients to meticulously rebuild the very foundation of your sight. Over time, the discernible difference becomes unmistakable. You awaken with eyes that feel clearer, less dry, and notably less strained. The glare of the morning light no longer stings as intensely. Fine print appears sharper and more legible. And you might even observe that colors feel richer and more saturated again, as if someone has subtly but definitively amplified the contrast in your visual world. Organic egg yolks are not merely a breakfast staple. They are, in essence, evening medicine cleverly disguised as comforting food. A simple, natural, and potent pathway to help your eyes remember how to perceive clearly once more. Having fortified our macula, we now turn to the secret of night vision, a tiny berry with a fascinating wartime legend. Picture this scene. It's 1941, deep in the heart of World War II. Brave British Royal Air Force pilots are meticulously preparing for their perilous nightly missions over occupied Europe, navigating through impenetrable darkness, dense cloud formations, and imminent danger. Yet, there was one peculiar, deeply cherished secret they carried with them, a small, unassuming jar of deep violet jam, meticulously crafted from wild bilberries. They swore, with unwavering conviction, that consuming a mere spoonful of this jam before each flight profoundly sharpened their night vision, empowering them to precisely spot targets and safely return to base, even under the most challenging moonless skies. Initially, medical practitioners of the time dismissed this as mere superstition or anecdotal folklore. However, decades later, the rigorous scrutiny of modern science unequivocally confirmed that those astute pilots had, in fact, stumbled upon something truly remarkable and scientifically significant. Bilberries are unequivocally one of nature's most powerful and concentrated vision protectors. These tiny, wild cousins of the more common blueberry are densely packed with unique, potent pigments known as anthocyanins. These anthocyanins perform something almost magical and transformative within your eyes. They actively assist in regenerating rhodopsin, the critical light-sensitive pigment in your retina that is solely responsible for enabling you to perceive in dim light conditions. Rhodopsin functions much like your eye's intrinsic night vision switch, the very reason you can seamlessly adapt to the darkness after extinguishing a bright lamp. As we age, our inherent capacity to produce and efficiently recycle rhodopsin regrettably weakens, which explains why older adults frequently struggle with debilitating glare, distracting halos around light sources, and generally poor night vision. But bilberries, through their rich anthocyanin content, actively help to restore that lost rhythm and functionality. In one landmark European study, seniors who consistently took bilberry extract before bedtime exhibited an astonishing slowing in the progression of macular degeneration by an incredible 73% over a period of 2 years. Their eyes did not merely cease deteriorating, they began to actively recover and rejuvenate. Night vision improved dramatically by 67%, eye fatigue plummeted by nearly half, and many participants even regained sufficient clarity to comfortably read once again, some even without corrective glasses for the first time in years. The profound secret to their efficacy lies not only in the anthocyanins themselves, but crucially in how your body strategically utilizes them during periods of rest. When you sleep, your blood flow to the eyes naturally increases, efficiently carrying these vital nutrients directly to the retina. The anthocyanins in bilberries seize this opportune window, diligently strengthening fragile capillaries and meticulously repairing oxidative damage while you are immersed in your dreams. Here's how to seamlessly integrate them into your nighttime ritual. Consume a quarter cup of fresh or frozen bilberries approximately 2 hours before bed. You can gently mash them or allow them to thaw until their beneficial juice begins to form, as that rich juice is potent medicine for your eyes. If fresh berries are not readily available, a standardized bilberry extract also works beautifully. Opt for one that contains at least 160 milligrams of anthocyanins. Take it on an empty stomach or with a few